Seawolf is apparently a bit quiet. Well, but sure, we'll get this figured out. Either way, guys, we are underway. One fine day on the left, ArchfieldMonk on the right. Let's see what we're going to get in the throne room for those 3 chests after the king stops spewing those words. We get fairy water, some big bucks, no spells, 5 strength, and of course the magic key.
Yeah, no spells, pretty mild stats, low strength, so early fights can be a bit dicey.
Well, that fairy water could come in handy as a weapon early on. We could see it coming into play.
Try and find yourself a scorpion, a magic drake, get level 2 real fast. Hopefully something pops up. You get a heal spell, you get a hurt spell, something useful.
Even a Drakima would potentially go down to fairy water. So there's some real plays to be made. But let's see what's outside the castle. A Magic Drakey's a good shot. Let's see, will Archfield get it done? 9 is low. It's got stop spell. Might be able to plink it here.
Yeah, stop spell's good. It gets happy trying to get stats on you.
Oh, I see a cave here and a town to the north.
We have a town and a crit. So things are moving up here. ArchfieldMonk hitting level 2.
Very nice. No strength, though. That is disappointing. Not great gains. That was 0, 1, 3, and 4. Not what you want to see.
Alright, Archfield also sees the town cave.
And ghosts refusing to let go. They're haunting our runners right now.
Lowly Brecconary. But there's a shop here, so hopefully pick up a nice weapon.
There is a hand axe, which is good for both of them. They will both get an increase of, I believe, 15 attack power with that weapon.
Needs to be changed right there. It's like 4 or 5 levels of power just appearing out of nowhere.
Meanwhile, the cave appears to be either tablet, looks like mountain, based on the behavior from Archfield.
Yeah, it's mountain. The top and bottom are blocked off. You can go around the corner there.
And he's probably going back to the start.
Yep. Once again, I always wonder how you get ambushed by a large, angry, pink, plate-mailed mohawk guy. But it keeps happening.
I mean, not to mention it's narrow corridors. You got to think stopping through a cave, there'd be a lot of clanging. But hey, it is what it is.
Alright, Archfield heads back home. Not too big of a deal. Has the axe, can do some grinding now, get some lower levels. Try to find something useful. Magician
should be a pretty easy prey to get to level 3, provided there's nothing nasty in the tank.
one1fineday decides the Warlock's a bit too high in the food chain.
And here we go. Level 3 is 12 power, 4 agility, 3 hit points, 12 magic points, and spells of hurt, sleep, and stop spell. How about that, Seawolf?
Alright, it's a combat package. So if you come across a scorpion or a metal scorpion, you can blow it up with hurt. If you want to get some free rounds of combat, sleeps there. And if something pulls up a nasty spell, hey, stop spell. It's like a combatant's dream. Level 3, good weapon.
Look at that maxed hurt. Getting all the way up there to level 4. Very nice.
Alright, good HP. So stats are coming in every level. Huge gains, nothing. Huge gains, nothing. But ArchfieldMonk well on the way to getting more useful abilities.
Continuing to lob max hurt spells here. Look at Archfield just min-maxing the crud out of it. I love it.
Alright, one fine day. Recharges. Use the torch. Yep.
Warlock, this should be easy pickings, provided it can last long enough. But it's still hitting pretty hard.
Yeah, the Warlock's also rolling maximum damage values. So, ArchfieldMonk's doing on both sides of the field. He's dealing most damage and taking most damage.
Sneak attack from a Magi Wyvern. There is some hurt more enemies inside the mountain gate. We've seen an Armor Knight and a Magi Wyvern.
The hurt more is later. Right now, all we have is, well, hurt. So, cave is probably off limits for a while now.
Ooh, here's a good find from Archfield. That's 31 experience if he can take down that Metal Scorpion.
Shouldn't be a problem with the hurt spell.
You think so, but that max didn't get it done. Gets it done with the swing, though. That's a huge gain, just short of level 5.
And this is a bottleneck seed. You're going north.
And amazingly, Archfield gets away from that Axe Knight. The agility. Oh my goodness, there is some monstrous things near the castle.
Yeah, so zone 1 or zone 0 must be like in the corner there, and then like zone 2 and 3 must be real close by. because you're getting right out of the ballpark there. You're going from ghosts and magicians to blue dragons.
One Fine Day with an excellent move. Unfortunately, it was on a magician, only worth 8.
Take where you can get it.
Absolutely, you don't want to leave yourself short, and that got the job done, and then some. Here comes level 5. 17 power, 9 agility, 12 hit points, 11 magic points. What a great level.
Archfield has grown an extra pair of arms and legs, and is now on level 5.
Almost double digits across the board. That was a heck of a level. My goodness.
And I've seen some advantages for Archfield. Down here is dangerous, but we're seeing now the higher agility from the level gains that you're trying to take less damage from the monsters. Obviously, Armor Knight, Blue Dragon doesn't care right now, but the Metal Scorpion, the Warlocks, probably a lot more tame now than they were before.
We have another town just north here. What do we got? It's Hawksness. Probably a little early, but hey, maybe just do a check, see what's there.
One fine day, deciding, getting cold feet and like 10 steps in side snats. I got a better idea.
And the better idea was, hey, there's a werewolf. I'll go hug it.
Archfield's trying to sneak this Warlock kill. The last bit of resources, nope. Warlock wakes up.
So an early experience point lead here for Archfield. Not massive by any means. And a bit of an exploration lead for One Fine Day, but nothing too out of... Oh, wow, look at that. Magicians do have hurt more.
Oh, wow, they were holding back, so they fought about 4 or 5 magicians without any problems, and suddenly, curveball from left field.
And this Scorpion should be easy pickings now with that big strength gain. And indeed, 16 valuable experience points belong to Archfield.
So Archfield's in the right then before using hurt spells to almost guarantee you magician kills. That's why we didn't see the hurt mark before.
Would make sense to me. Let's see if we can get a little sleep and hurt on the Druid Lord here from One Fine Day. Sleep so far failing to connect. Second gem. It does. Going with attacks. Interesting choice. I thought hurt would have been flying.
Yeah, here we go.
And it's breathing baby breath. Not the big kill shot, but not great.
Looking at a 50-50 shot for breath or punching. Out of the way, that I did.
If that sleep spell can connect and keep that Druid Lord asleep, though, that's 58 experience that could be harvested.
It's a big deal. Her spell will do the job in 3 or 4 castings.
And here comes... That is indeed level 6 here, pardon me, for Archfield. That was a Scorpion. I was trying to do math. It was hard. Double digit in the hit points. The other ones are, they're okay.
And the trend continues of one level being massive, one level being tame. So, Archfield get a lot of hit points. Even the tame level before also had a lot of hit points attached to it, so probably around 50-60 now. I will see as soon as he hits up another inn.
Archfield is indeed narrowing down the enemies, it looks like, but a Drakima here for One Fine Day. Valuable 20 experience points there. Will get level 5, and here comes the big level for One Fine Day.
Important to know that One Fine Day is a small F, as a strength agility, so the builds are different.
So gets the all 4 double-digit level. How about that? For those just joining us, to the north of the castle, through the foothills and across a bridge, not far away at all, was Breckenray with a hand axe, and they started with gold. There's also a cave there. It is Mountain Cave, but it's got Armored Knights and Magi Wyverns. No chests have been harvested yet. To the north of Breckenray is Hawksness. Unfortunately, the check was aborted, but not before a werewolf caught One Fine Day trying to get out of Dodge.
Archfield's side, we're seeing a Drakima actually has baby breath, so Drakimas can be scary if you give them a chance to.
So far, just 1 hurt more and a few baby breaths. That's not the worst thing in the world, that's for sure.
That's not bad. We haven't seen much of the big enemies. The Armor Knights kill in 1 shot, Axe Knights kill in 1 shot, so if they're having any surprises in the back pocket, we're not sure yet. Because I think that's dangerous levels, Trolloc level enemies have killed them instantly. So we haven't seen any prolonged combat.
Level 6 here for One Fine Day. Still about 80 to 100 behind ArchfieldMonk. Neither one has really got any further advancement, but Archfield is hunting down that level 7, it looks like.
Archfield rolls the dice on the Drakima. Unfortunately, Fire Breath comes out.
There was a Warlock takedown for One Fine Day, 28 experience. Very nice.
The Warlocks are very good for levels 6, 7, 8. They're not too difficult. If they have no abilities, they're pretty much a vanilla kill in 2 or 3 swings. Very soft. Yeah, not the most rewarding thing, but also very safe.
You take anything you can get right now. Even though there's been some decent stat gains, they are definitely locked in here early on due to geography and some of the dangerous things awaiting them.
Even down south, it's a den really quickly, but also it's packed with dragons and real nasty monsters. Another town.
Another town across from Bridgelandia. How about that? What do we have here? Seawolf, we've got Rimuldar.
That's
or
a big find.
Remulder, if you prefer. You can buy keys here. Does One Fine Day have money for keys?
I should have enough keys. One Fine Day is doing some combat, just died, but I believe you should have at least 100 something gold, 200 something gold. Pick up 3 or 4 keys.
3 keys indeed.
That's
So
3 keys.
probably gonna double check the inn or just wait. This is always the question, right? Do you just double check it? The town's not that far, right?
Yeah, it's so close to the castle. Just no, okay. I stand corrected. I would say
we
come
are
back.
gonna get the check.
Let's find out.
2 keys. Let's see. I'm gonna guess an herb.
Let's do a torch.
A cursed belt. You could sell that for 180 gold, or you could put it on yourself and be kicked out of the castle. At least Breckenry is nearby, and you could get uncursed.
And One Fine Day, not heading back to the castle. Treachery is beckoning to be opened, but One Fine Day's other plans.
Well, that will put One Fine Day plus 200 experience, but this magician puts Archfield to 308, less than 30 to the next level. Good news, good news. He's going back to the start, and bad news, bad news. What did I just see, Seawolf?
It's a lot of fire.
That's a lot of fire, and not somebody you want to have it. Oh boy.
As mentioned before, the talking enemies we saw so far never engaged in real combat until then. So now we know the Armor Knight, even as you level up and get stronger, can do 48 damage to you if it wants to.
We have the levels 6, 9, 7, 12. Meanwhile, we have gold, a magic key, a dragon scale, and a torch. Inside of the treasury at the castle, the armory has a potential gold grind if they want to take advantage.
And that's about it. The key fund was nice, but otherwise, a real buckus.
Well, that gold could be potentially useful. I'm not sure what is in Remulder's shop. We never got a check.
ArchfieldMonk is trying to take down Druid Lord. Again, it's a race between big swings and fire breath.
Gets it done. A valuable 58 experience point belongs to Archfield.
You found
Tablet.
Tablet Cave. 1 free chest for One Fine Day.
And One Fine Day will not have the outside spell, so we'll have to... I think One Fine Day has gotten lost inside of Tablet. That's difficult to do.
No, it's very easy to do. It's actually scary to do if you were thankfully using a torch. If you're bonking and you get lost, you have a problem because you can't die in the cave. But if you have a torch, you'll eventually escape.
So looking at Breckenry, we do have a full plate and flame armor there, Seawolf. A potential grind to get set up to get out in the world, and wings appears to be the Tablet Cave prize.
All right, so chests have been pretty tame so far. 1 gold chest in the treasury is nice, but otherwise all chests we've opened so far have been just small, marginal items, nothing crazy.
Looks
So
like
no game-breaking advantage for the racers.
Archfield finds an herb on the top floor of the mountain cave, now trying to get down to the 2nd floor.
Archfield now a little tougher, having the axe.
A wolf comes out of the darkness, but provided it has nothing nasty, should be something Archfield can handle.
I wonder if Archfield bought any herbs at the Breckenary. Yes. Well, no, it just has the herb. So actually has no healing. So he's trying to...
We got some gold. Got some big bucks there in the chest. Now heading to 2 chests in the northwest corner of the 2nd floor. We have wings, and we have more gold.
All right. I mean, the gold's nice, but it's just no real big items. We're running out of spots to find, items on the map.
Ridgelandia leads to a lot of dead ends, so definitely Romualder will be found by Archfield in fairly short order, hopefully with all that cash in hand.
Goldman has sleep, so normally an annoying enemy actually can be dangerous in this cave.
And Archfield trying to make the way to the last chest here, but with no keys will not have a grind set up, unfortunately. Checking for healing, but can't quite get it done. Will Archfield get to the chest? Another Wyvern attack. Does not get away, though. And the Wyvern breathes that big breath, Seawolf. Oh, no.
So now the burning question is, A, do you have aloe? And B, what's that last chest?
Burning question. I see what you did there.
This is what I keep me on or throw me out. I'm not sure which one happens first.
One Fine Day is pushing out. Oddly enough, not looking at Mountain Cave, knowing there's gold there, knowing about a couple shops. Surprising. Thought perhaps a gold grind to get set up. And unfortunately, a Druid Lord takes down One Fine Day. Meanwhile, a Druid Lord on the other side is going to push Archfield to the limit. Will Archfield get it done? Goes with the hurt for guaranteed hit. 12, and it's enough. Very nice.
Our race just need to go back there and buy some herbs. There is no healing yet. They have to actually get their own.
Indeed, without a heal spell, those herbs in Breckenry can be useful for exploration, but it appears Archfield is just going to push for kills right now, and we have a stop spell from a Druid.
One Fine Day, once again, stomping across the swamp.
Speaking of stomping, better watch out or that Stone Man is going to absolutely obliterate him. Oh, a failed sleep. That is highly unlikely.
Stone Man grabs on the 1 in 16 chance. Shoves down One Fine Day's throat. Yes, the chocolate enemies are angry. They're not playing nice today. They're all in force. They're all by the castle, and they're not in a good mood.
Well, you know, if you're going to have enforcers near the castle, it's not the worst thing in the world once you get set up, but right now, it is very unpleasant. Archfield about to find Romualder. Oh, sorry, Hawksness. Romualder's the next one along the chain.
And Archfield, with no healing, decides to...
I recognize this guy.
Deja who? Deja you.
Deja Stone Man.
Not liking the odds here.
You're not leaving. You have 1 hit point, and there's swamp behind you.
Yeah, actually, you cannot leave.
I love it.
Stone Man has... Okay, baby breath. Okay, Stone Man actually has baby breath, so actually that's tame, comparatively.
I love the optimism, but I don't think it's going to work out. Meanwhile, One Fine Day, killing this wolf, will get within 4 experience points of level 7, but right now, with that whiff, it's in question.
Again, these fights... Fine Day buying herbs yet, because these fights are just... Okay, Fine Day does have some herbs, mercifully. These fights, in a game where you can't dodge, damage is really a big deal when you can't heal.
Drakima for Archfield is going to push Archfield awfully close to level 8 here. This wolf should get One Fine Day there, but it depends on the rolls. It's enough.
Big roll, big level.
I'm assuming this Metal Scorpion gets taken out on Archfield's side. It will be level 8 coming down the pipe here. And we'll have to wait and see if something game-breaking is going to pop out. Ooh, look at that wolf takedown. Man, that was a big hit.
Ruffian to rug in 2 seconds.
Double-digit magic spell, a point gain, and what do we get for a spell? We get Repel. Not exactly what they're hoping for at this point in the festivities.
One Fine Day finds the jerkbird. Going back home.
So,
asking.
a question from chat. It's anything good to gold grind for? Well, there is a flame sword and a full plate in, Breckenry. We don't know about Romualder's shop, though. We never saw it.
Romualder's a bit to the north, beyond Hawksness.
And Archfield has yet to see Romualder, so no keys yet.
To be fair, the keys didn't open anything yet. Like, the treasury was pretty tame, and the basement only had a pair of wings. So no huge gains we found by the keys so far.
Well, you know, there is the gold grind available. As said, there is the flame sword. There is the full plate. There is opportunity here if One Fine Day takes advantage.
Archfield and One Fine Day both going to reinvest in herbs.
So we're repacking on herbs right now. Why don't we just do a quick little 20-minute where we're at. To the north of the castle, through the foothills, across a bridge. To the grandmother's house we go. We've got the mountain cave, and we've got Breckenry. Just to the north of that, through the land of Bridgelandia, we've got Hoxtus. And a little further to the northeast-ish of that, we've got Rimuldar. After that, we have just seen a lot of horribly, horribly killed hero bodies rotting in swamps for the most part.
Yeah, go down south, none to it. It's a lot of beachfront property and dragons, so you gotta go north.
Go north, young man. Go north.
All right, Druin's going down. Looks like 1-3 now for Archfield, so Archfield's getting pumped up these levels.
That gold man was beckoning, but there's nothing worth killing for that 255 in Breckenry, unfortunately. But maybe finding Rimuldar could be a quick way to get some key money.
The main thing is Archfield's going to the west. And
no, Archfield's going back to the start.
Yeah, maybe it was counted there. But yes, to go to Rimuldar, you must go northeast. Of course, not one, not two, but 3 bridges.
Well, with that, we see that One Fine Day is indeed back inside of Mountain Cave. I don't recall how far One Fine Day got here. I got an herb off the top floor. I remember that. I don't recall if One Fine Day made it to anything on the second floor.
Nah, One Fine Day got to this spot right here and got nailed by a star weapon.
Archfield continuing to look for those metal scorpions, trying to think what else with warlocks maybe down in this area.
Yeah.
Indeed they are.
Archfield,
Thank you, game.
Archfield wants a more spell, whether it be hurt more or heal more. He wants a way to blow things up or not die after one combat.
Well, he's got a long way to go because I believe the next level is what, 975? That's 358 right now away.
One Fine Day kind of praying the scorpion, or the scorpion weapon. You know, kind of same. One flies, one crawls. Yeah. Apparently it's fire breath.
Yeah, they do indeed have that fire breath. We have seen that before, but I believe there was also a heal spell in there. I only caught a smidge of it, but that might have been One Fine Day using the herb.
Extra spicy.
So One Fine Day having some rotten luck there in Mountain Cave. Meanwhile, Archfield continues to pick up nickels and dimes in front of the steamroller and continues to build that experience point lead.
Again, One Fine Day could be doing more exploration, and has found Rimuldar, but didn't really pan out for any kind of real big, gain. And Archfield is slowly but surely, once you have a lead of like 5 student experience points and you can maintain that for a race, it starts to make a difference.
So for those who don't know, Mountain Cave here has one chest on basement 1, which is an herb. On basement 2, we've got 2 gold chests. I believe we've got a wings as well. And the last one, which One Fine Day is beelining for, is going to be the one we have not seen yet. Let's see, what is it? It is a unique item, but not necessarily the one Fine Day wanted to see.
Yeah, it's probably the lowest tier of the unique items, the Fairy Flute, which is one good use, which is to either get killed in combat by using it over and over again, or to put a golem to sleep.
And you don't want to be using that one in battle over and over again to get yourself killed, I don't believe. Does it play the whole tune, even if it's not a golem?
It does play the whole tune, yes.
It's about, 8 seconds? It's a long, long tune. It's quite the ditty.
Yeah, if you want to spite your enemies, you go down very slowly. As you slowly walk backwards off the edge of the cliff, you want to play your tune. It's a way to do it, but it takes quite some time.
I mean, honestly,
the event, however...
I was just going to say, the only
thing that can be useful...
Okay, let's do the thing. Right? Okay, yep. Okay, go.
Fire away.
All right, then. All I was going to say was it's the only thing that's more self-absorbed is Lindsey Buckingham. I was just trying to make a music joke. My goodness.
Love it. Yes, the one thing that can be useful for is when you're doing the Charlotte grind, and you finally get past the monsters, and it's been a nightmare. You dive 6, 7, maybe 9 times like me. And the final boss for a Dragon Lord is a golem with bad abilities.
We gotta check what do we have. Well, there's a silver shield and magic armor, so now a gold grind definitely looks like a plausible thing to do. There is the best equipment money can buy available to our players. The flame sword in Breckenry, and Ramulder has the magic armor and the silver shield. I believe magic armor in Breckenry as well.
Yeah, so basically you have the best gear that money can buy, blocking the castle. So you get the gold, you can be, gear up the whole game basically.
So one fine day, picking up that broadsword adds another 5 attack power, and should definitely be able to slaughter this metal Scorponok pretty quickly, but that might have been the absolute minimum roll required.
Yeah, Slim, I'm not bitter about the 9 dives, I'm just in traction. I've been laid up all day.
And we have another town. It's the shopping mall, Cantlin. 3 shops, a key shop. You can buy fairy water, the most expensive inn in all of the land, and potentially great coordinates available.
There's a naughty old man who may have dropped 15, 20, a whole crate full of glasses in his room. And if you walk to that glass, you can talk to him and find out where he buried his favorite treasure.
Jay Coper, I've always been this pretentious. Come on. So with that, one fine day, checking out the shops, at least the northern shop anyway, and now going to get some fairy water. Just, I guess, stocking up for later, potentially.
Yeah, fairy water good for repel action to walk the map faster, or end game if you're really borderline fighting the Dragon Lord, you can get a nice little high damage roll on him.
So let's see, will one fine day be able to complete this walk? With 6 herbs, should be able to get there. I don't think one fine day is getting out of here.
So one fine day again.
Nope, not anymore. Not making it now. Here we go. We have search. 3 south, 25 west. That is probably not going to be walkable without geographical locating, because I believe that's going to be on another continent or a big loop around.
Yeah, actually, it's very close to the castle, but just far enough to be a problem, because the whole south, east, and west side of it is just a bay.
So close, yet so far away. He's going to try, but he's going to rapidly run into the coastline and go, oh no. Because you can see, guys, there's some land over there. There's a cave. I don't think we knew that, though.
That's what I bet that's swamp south.
Oh, please let that be. That would be wonderful for our racers. That is for sure. The 1 hit point run from a blue dragon for one fine day.
One fine day, go back to the throne room.
Oh,
like
no.
king.
Oh no, ArchfieldMonk. Oh no.
Yeah. Both our racers are tiptoeing around with low hit points.
And this level 9, so I'm not sure what Archfield got on that level.
Oh! Okay. Just enough fire. Just the right amount of heat.
Chili peppers are growing in the wild here, clearly, because these monsters are munching on them.
Meanwhile, one fine day, the king says, Your Majesty, there's a bridge there, a bridge there, a bridge there, a bridge there, and a bridge there. Why is there not a bridge to the south?
What? Well, you see, you didn't defeat Garland and get my daughter back, so I didn't build you the bridge. I'm sorry.
How many daughters do you have, old man?
Barely enough to build bridges upon bridges for heroes.
Alright, enough of the royal genealogy. Level 8 for one fine day. ArchfieldMonk with a whole level advantage. So ArchfieldMonk's grinding's been much more, focused. But still has only found... Still hasn't found Lilidar, I don't think.
Apparently I'm being informed I'm talking about Final Fantasy Randomizer. Wow. Never called one of those, but, you never know. The day is young.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. When a tragic oversight of the kingdom, the engineers of the Alfguard did not figure out how to go north and south with the bridge. Oh! Hi there.
One fine day finds the fun police. But it's gotten hurt, so that's something for the future.
It's a dragon that's smaller.
So one fine day continues to try to move across here. Oh, here comes the huggy guy. But sleep seems to be working out now that they've got that in the bag. Is this dead ending up here?
I'm not sure. I'll define dead end.
It's not looking good, but will we find out? No, not right now we won't.
Alright, ArchfieldMonk finds Rumbledar finally and thinks, oh my god, I've missed it for a half hour. And is opening every chest he can get his hands on.
This map is very corridor-like. It's very Final Fantasy 13, if you will. They are kind of being forced to just keep walking the same old path. So that 450 plus experience point lead continue to move along there. Let's see if Archfield might take advantage of a grind potentially once discovering there is gold available. And we haven't had a basement check yet in the castle, have we?
No, we have. Basement was the tablet cave.
Correct, that's right. There was wings down there in the tablet cave.
Yeah, so nothing exciting, unfortunately. Archfield will check because Archfield has to. Because, my god, it's been a half hour. I just found the keys. What am I doing with my life?
I expect we will see a gold grind from Archfield, knowing where that equipment is at and knowing how nasty all of the bottlenecks are. You've got to expect we'll see that gold grind. I believe One Fine Day has traversed to new land here.
You found, finally, a passageway to somewhere that's not, one small peninsula.
So we'll see if One Fine Day's perseverance of trying to explore will pay off. There's a lot of foothills out here, though. Marsh, one singular marsh, might have the Larmere.
Over here, no.
It's a dead end. Well, that's anticlimactic.
Let's try this outside.
So we have Sleep going in against the Druid Lord, breathing fire. Will One Fine Day run away? Yes. Might want to heal, though.
Oh, heal.
Might want to heal. Archfield is back in Mountain, probably setting up a gold grind right now. And if Archfield's successful, this is tablet, pardon me. I'm assuming Archfield will go set up a gold grind here. And maybe we'll see a separation finally in where we're at.
And Goldman, somewhere Game Boy is laughing as Goldman finally gets the kill in this tournament.
The Gold Man getting it done as fast he can. Not very fast though, because the Gold Man's not that strong.
Not really, no. Well, you sleep for 5 rounds straight. It doesn't take much more than that. Yes, One Fine Day is going to need more herbs because that entire continent over there is swamp.
That is not good. Not good at all. You might say that One Fine Day is gold bricking.
A little bogged down, perhaps.
Throwing all kinds of crits out there. We're seeing some Ultra Instinct style stuff here. My goodness.
I'm sure One Fine Day is a bit salty after, getting trapped in a bog again and being, slain by a Goldman. He's probably glaring at these druids that are falling over.
You gotta think the heal spells are coming soon or hurt more or something, right?
I've had a few races. I've had a few races I've gone to level 13 or 14 before finding heal.
Oh, a blue dragon downstairs and Archfield just casually runs away. No big deal. There's Axe Knights. Oh my.
It's a little trickier. Archfield's level 9. I'm not sure the stats, honestly. I haven't seen the stats.
There's been agility, but I'm expecting they're probably in like the 50s, maybe high 40s, based on what I've seen. Could be a little lower, but I don't think so.
Archfield wants to find a way to get killed and get back to the castle. I would think.
Well, there's lots of opportunities and nominations to go around for that on this floor. Like that guy. One Fine Day has had access to this grind for so long and it's just not taken advantage. And this could be a very, very key turning point in this race. We'll have to see how Archfield plays it out.
Yeah.
Save after the gold grind or just go for it.
Yeah, maybe One Fine Day. Maybe enjoys the breeze in his hair, walking freely with just a scale and a sword.
Just not a sword at all. It's an axe. What are you talking about?
One Fine Day's got a broadsword now. The Archfield's the one trying to get gold to, buy some clothing. One fine day, just strutting around.
Our local statistician, nerd, as some would say, Lorgon says the agility is 45 for the strength hit point build.
I mean, level 9, that's not too off.
One fine day, stubbornly pushing out here, trying to find something. Oh, found the wrong thing. Found the wrong thing, Seawolf.
We dug too deep. Have you heard the good word of habanero?
Well, you know what? It's hard to hear when you're burning to death, I suspect. I've never burnt to death, so I can't say for sure, but...
Stop screaming so much. I'm trying to tell you something. Archfield is stuffing his pockets, your pockets, my pockets, everyone's pockets. So much gold. And please, Archfield, save before you walk there.
Oh, that gold grind is going to pay dividends, I think, for Archfield. It's not going to protect you so much from, obviously, from all the breath that's around, but it'll give you physical defense, some very light passive healing from the magic armor, 1 hit point back every 4 steps. And it cuts hurt more spells by a third, and hurt by a third, of course. It'll do a little bit, and it'll just make Archfield feel a lot better, a lot more secure with that extra, I'm trying to do math here, it's hard.
Let's see, Silver Shield's 40.
44 defense, I believe.
Yeah.
It's 24 for the magic armor, is it not?
I think 24. Is Silver Shield 30? No, Silver Shield's 24. No, it's 20, right?
Yeah.
It's 20.
44 defense gained if, indeed, Archfield can get this done quickly. So it's going to help a lot with physical hitters. That is for sure.
Archfield using a weapon to escape the castle. Says, I'm made of money. I'm gonna walk.
Wow. I mean, to be fair, Archfield's got so much gold, I'm amazed he can even move. Gets into Breckenridge, so this will take care of the magic armor and flame sword quotient. So the attack is going to go up by 13 and the defense by 24 with these buys.
Again, these buys will make the basically now all finds. So from here on out, it's going to be just you gotta find the armor of Erdrick, and assumingly you have to find the sword of Erdrick. You don't have to.
And yeah, I mean, the sword is an extra 12 attack power. Archfield, that's not Rimalder. You may want to get out of there. There's hugging werewolves inside those walls.
I believe the quote was, yeah, and he walked away.
That seems accurate. I cannot find fault. So Archfield makes it to Rimalder. Silver shield, the best shield in all the land. 14,800 gold. Wait, did he not buy the...
It wasn't in... only a half plate.
Oh, it was a full plate. It was a full plate. My mistake. But there is the best armor available. So look at that equipment. Archfield with a massive advantage over One Fine Day at this point.
And now we're walking.
So we'll see if this is going to pay dividends for Archfield. Well, gets away though. A lot of good run luck from Archfield on this seed so far.
Archfield didn't buy any herbs though. So...
And the nasty enemies continue to show up, and Archfield's like, you know what? I need some herbs. Send me back to the king.
Glittering golden prizes to die for lack of bread and herbs.
You know what? Send me home. Nasty werewolf to the place I belong. In the throne room, losing half my gold. Take me home. Take me home.
The king's like faking tears, like, oh, I'm so sad you died again. Counting the money in the background. Oh, it's so terrible.
I'm so sad what happened. I don't know what happened to your money. I'm busy, busy, busy. And walks out just like Dragon Warrior monsters, I'm pretty sure.
Just like, go out there, see if I can door some more. I'm going to get some gold teeth and new
Ooh, look at that. One Fine Day gets level 9, taking down a werewolf. 3-1-2-11. No spell. So we now know what level 9 roughly looked like for Archfield. Magic points, not a lot of anything else.
Arch is already there. Archfield's ahead of the game. But One Fine Day has caught up. Archfield's grind and equipment has let him regrind to the experience points to be comparable. But one is naked with a broadsword and one is packing an entire armory.
Absolutely. And there's Sherlock there, the big C, as it were. We did not know, though, what level 9 looked like. We missed that during a brouhaha going on One Fine Day's side of the battle.
It's pretty tame. Again, it was minor stats and no spells. So, same mess.
So for One Fine Day, we're at a point where I think level 10 might have to be hurt more just to be able to keep up. This is going to start sliding along the further this equipment disparity continues.
Yeah.
One would have to
Archfield's going to try and sneak past this stone man. And check out this chest over here.
Well, with sleep, not impossible by any means.
Sleep and hurt. Stone man has, I believe, was baby breath? Was it hurt?
Breath. Just a little breath.
Baby breath.
Just a little breath. Hey, sneak attack. There you go. Showing it off. Decides it wants to get out of there and have the full thing. Now I'm going to go for sleep. And
oh, no.
There's no. What the hey?
Snowman says, this is my town.
Look at this geography over on One Fine Day side. This is some atrocious, not fun times. Deadheads.
Like, this entire map's a floodplain. Like, everything is like one little walkway, just sea of water everywhere.
This looks like a ROM hack someone set up just to screw with the player. That's not good.
And again, one of the big things Giant Warrior is that you can see 8 around you and 8 north and south, and that's it. If you miss by one footstep, one little corner of a map, and there's a town there or there's a cave there, you're probably screwed. So, you know, see everything and walk around. It's very important. But
there's a cave out of town. We have stuff. Will he get there? Hopefully, One Fine Day will make it.
$5 is cool.
Meanwhile, Archfield continues this fight, trying to get Stone Man. We have Garenham, pardon me, not Gurnham.
Alright, Garenham, we have 3 chests and...
Archfield still plowing away, trying to take down the Stone Man, but it wakes up, a big smacking hit, trying for the kill, and gets it done with a big roll. We will see what Hawk's Nest contains. It is the Death Necklace.
You're finding things in the wrong order. We're finding all the fancy drop items backwards.
Wah, wah, wah. You got the movie prize.
Monty Hall and his lack of goat suddenly. But yes, so now we have the Death Necklace, which curses you as well as the Cursed Belt does. But when the prize of cursing you takes away 1/4 of your hit points. And that sounds really terrible, but it gives you plus 10 tap power as well. So if you're suddenly awash in 130 hit points and you want to really punch a dragon to death, put the belt on.
Of course. What did we get? We got a magic key, an herb, and big bucks in Garenham. May this be something useful underneath. It's going to be a cave. Which cave is it? We'll get a torch to tell us. It is Swamp North.
Swamp North. Oh, you have to go all the way up here, go to Swamp North, go to Swamp South. This is vile.
It's pretty ugly, but at least Sherlock is in between the castle and here. Once they have everything they need.
And One Fine Day may have made a note somewhere on the map of the distance between that edge of the coast. Might be able to count off that coastline to get back to the castle.
Indeed, the cave we saw could be Swamp South, and that would... Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't do it. No!
I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere.
And now, so is One Fine Day.
Oof, pick your poison. F. Far limb. Apologies. Armor Knight is all over the place. In every cave, on every map tile. And hopefully not all of a Charlock.
One Fine Day was like 8 steps from the exit of the Swamp Cave to see where he'd pop out of the overworld. That cave could mean a lot if it is indeed that cave we saw to the south of the castle across that little patch of water.
ArchfieldMonk coming through Bridgelandia now, in proper, trying to find out every little nook and cranny. Yes, Tilo. The Death Necklace is Hawk's Nest.
Fun police for Archfield. Can Archfield get away? Probably all the way down by Magic Armor and Silver Shield. And a perfect bid sends Archfield back to the king, saying, "Here, take 544 gold from me, please."
Thanks for work, Dragon. You get a free dinner and $1,000. You get more than the king did. That's impressive.
One fine day, using the fairy's flute does take a while to play, but it is a guaranteed sleep on the golem.
I'm not sure if the golem. We haven't seen the golem in combat yet. I don't know if the golem has any tricks because one fine day has seen it and fluted and ran away every time, which makes a lot of sense.
The one thing to keep in mind though, Seawolf, is that it still has an agility advantage, most likely on our players.
It's still right now fast as you. It's still terrifying. Just a matter of I don't know if it has more terrifying abilities besides.
I was going to say, speaking of agility advantages, this desert is full of just horrible, horrible monsters.
It's like Charlock Sandbox.
Well, the monsters have to get out and play a little bit. I'm assuming there's social distancing inside the desert. It's fine.
Alright, one fine day. Walking all the way back. What's this cave by chance? Oh, this. What this is? Oh no. No, you should check that. Make sure that's not Swamp South.
I hope
really
that's
make sure.
not Swamp South. Oh,
you should really make sure about that.
Please, no. Oh God, no. He probably did, but did he?
By the power invested in me as a commentator's curse. Show me Swamp South.
Show me potato salad.
Oh. The end is canceled.
Bonk. Bonk. Apparently this is now a TurboGrafx stream because I see a lot of bonk.
One fine day, we're setting the whole town because that guy just won't move.
And now we're going to get a check. Let's see what we've got. It is indeed the grave and not Swamp South. That would have been atrocious.
Alright, there's some mercy in the sea, but the cave's gonna find. We got a whole bunch of chests, we got doors, keys to open the door. We find some fun stuff here.
Closing in, but uh-oh, something else is closing in. Gets away, though. One fine day. Oh, no, now a blue dragon with a sneak attack. Is it a kill? It is. Oh.
Yeah, one fine day is still naked, so these monsters are going to hit for maximum possible damage. Level 10 has hurt more.
Well, that is going to make ArchfieldMonk a definite favorite despite One Fine Day's exploration advantage. Repel from One Fine Day. I don't think that's going to make much of a difference, is it, with just a dragon scale on?
Nope, not really, unfortunately.
And a broadsword like this doesn't seem to make much of a difference.
Yeah, One Fine Day is in the system of trying to get by with no gear, has yet to grind a gold grind to buy the large, shiny, please buy me gear. It's like literally a block from the castle.
And now joining me on a little color commentary, Swan the cat. Swan, do you want food? Because you're sucking up for food right now. Cut that out. It's only 6 o'clock. You don't even get fed now. Go away. We're busy.
I'm sure Swan knows that, but I don't think Swan cares.
This is true.
Alright, sleep in stereo. Never mind, the wolf woke up.
That werewolf will not go to sleep, and instead, One Fine Day is the one that is going back and not happy about it. Another Stone Man takedown. Archfield just throwing straight fire. Figuratively or literally. In this case, literally, because that Druid Lord is in serious trouble.
It's Archfield now just, taking stock of enemies with the abilities they have. It's best gear. If you want to fight it straight up, you can. But, if you want to save time, load up. Stoneman's a bit of an odd case, though. Stoneman does resist it a bit and has a whole bunch of HP. So I'm not sure Stoneman's worth fighting, really.
So One Fine Day needs to get to level 10. Get that hurt more. At least have a puncher's chance out there. Running around naked. Well, I guess wearing a fig leaf, but that doesn't count, right?
No, not usually. Now, it sure just means Dragon's anger. If you walk around with just a Dragon scale on, you run into a red dragon, it's probably a bad look.
That fun police being in that narrow forest by what is, I believe, Hawksness, is really not a fun thing to deal with.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. If you have to walk through a desert or a swamp or a forest with terrifying monsters, I think it's really ugly really fast.
Archfield will get level 11 here with this Druid Lord takedown. So let's see what the game is going to give. We are going to get here, Seawolf. Ooh, something like 9 power, 3 agility, 17 hit points. Very nice. 4 magic points, a spell. Do we have a heal spell?
Plain old heal.
I'm pretty sure at this point they will take plain old heal.
It's good for the map and good for other things there, but the same problem exists like against like dragons and armor knights and such, where you cannot heal that much in combat. So spell is good for after combat. It will not let you survive a prolonged fight.
Well, it's fine provided you can cast Hurt More at the darkness or the enemy that might be out in front of you. Either way, you'll be good to go. Hey, Drakey, take. Oh, that's 3 whole experience just given away. Oh, so wasteful.
Werewolf. All right.
And there's an Armor Knight with a sneak attack. How many sneak attack DL2s have we seen?
I think 3 or 4.
This does not seem likely to succeed.
I imagine at this point you know it's coming. Like you hear the guy on plate mail right behind you. You're like, nope, he's not there. If I don't see the guy on plate mail, he's not there.
Clang, 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 clang.
I'm not on fire right now. It's not working. This is fine. Everything's good.
Say, for those who have ever played the game Sweet Home on the Famicom, you know what that clanging noise is. How do you not hear that coming? No, you don't. You don't want me to sing. Did you not hear my terrible takedown of Country Roads earlier?
Yeah, we had a spoken word werewolf Country Roads before. Meanwhile, Red Dragon against ArchfieldMonk.
One fine day, again, back into the grave here. Going to try to get to those chests we have not seen. Well, ArchfieldMonk gets Red Dragon.
One fine day wants to find these chests. We may be lucky. It might be sword and armor in the first 3 chests here. We don't know.
Lord God, if you're going to say that, you have to say, if it's red, they're dead. Come on. Just got to rhyme it. Here we go. First chest, we have an herb. The second chest, we have the Silver Harp, our first story item of the actual you need it. So that's half of the 3 items they need to get into Sharlock.
Alright, so you have the harp there, but you gotta find a cave to trade in the harp for. Then you gotta find, on top of that, the Sun and Sunlight. And then beyond that, you gotta find Urtogen. My little name badge says, "Hi, my name is Erdrick," which is not your name, but regardless. Then you gotta find a jerk to put them all together and make a rainbow drop for you.
Something to keep in mind, this is a dangerous battle for one fine day. That enemy does have breath and uses it.
Yeah, so the cave monsters are really nasty. With these blue dragon, armor knight, weapons with fire breath.
What exactly is kind about this seed, Seawolf? I'm curious. Other than the gold grind to get the best equipment, what is kind?
Kindness. What? This is Alfgard. Like, if you know the whole lore of the game, this is a entire continent that's in a hole from another continent.
Did one fine day forget how to do the gold grind? Or just want a gold to buy something?
I don't know.
I mean,
one fine day didn't have.
Oh my goodness! So, for those who know how the gold grind works, the 3 chests from the throne room are counted when you go back to the throne room. Anything you've collected in a previous area that sent you back home is also counted. So, in one fine day's case, had opened 3 chests. That was 6 chests being counted. So, one fine day had opened 2 of the other chests to get to 7 and 8. The 9th chest would have been available to be collected over and over and over and over again because the game's only programmed with room for 8 chests to be accounted for.
Yeah, a little bit of backwards programming. Rather than flagging them as closed, it flags them as open. So you can only hold so many at one time. And once all 8 arms are full, it's like, well, what do?
What do indeed, and unfortunately, for one fine day, what do to remember how this works, unfortunately, was not switched to on.
Yeah, so we went to see all the chests we found so far. It's been a Soul Blazer seed. There's been a lot of herbs, a lot of torches, a lot of small stuff, and we finally just found one item that was decent out of the grave north chest.
So with that being the case, I believe Freebie Cave is going to matter. Potentially. There's still 2 chests in the grave. And there is that search spot, and coal. Yes, coal.
Yep.
So there is the potential that it won't matter what's in the grave, but it might.
The odds are strong, and the armor and the sword can be in Charlock. So we're running out of options here.
Sword can be in Sherlock as well. Both of them could be.
Yeah, so we're running out of places to find your precious armor and sword before you actually go into terrifying Death Castle. So I'd be a little nervous about my racers.
Terrifying is Overworld, Seawolf. Tell me that.
I mean, this world is made by a cruel and unloving god. I can tell you that.
That's not a very nice thing to say about CD Improv. She rolled the seed after all.
I was talking about Rubus, but yeah, whatever. Because One Fine Day still has not gotten the gold grind or level 10, so it was, just... I don't say about the rank scale, just flapping the breeze.
For those who did want that reroll because of no swap and it wasn't trolly enough, not all trolls are blatantly obvious at first glance. That is for sure.
Yeah, sometimes the troll's under the bridge.
Oh, there's a lack of love from CD Improv for that takedown, but a golem attempt here maybe from One Fine Day. Might have been a miss menu.
Alright, so we haven't seen, honestly, we haven't seen much of the world entirely. We've seen maybe a quarter of the map.
That seems about right, yeah. And here's the good news.
One little spot and stop.
Here's the good news for Archfield. Even with that fire breath, provided a Hurtmore doesn't fizzle, commentator's curse, I'm just going to call it. Okay, fine. We'll close Archfield really tight on level 12. Only 60 experience points away.
Again, just by sheer dint of, taking lots of... Okay, not anymore. But having a huge pool of hit points was really effective.
Look at that brutal roll from the AK, but still enough to take down Archfield.
Yeah, and that you see the benefit of wearing the best armor and shield you can buy, in that instead of taking 30 damage, it only took 18. Still fatal, but at least you can have a...
Here's level 10 for One Fine Day. Hurtmore about to be unleashed. Can One Fine Day ride this? That agility is huge. On level 10. My goodness.
I just heard the scream of yes from One Fine Day.
All of the caves! We have a trade cave, so we will gain the Staff of Rain thanks to the harp being traded in from the Swamp Cave. Not Swamp Cave, Grave, I always do that. One Fine Day has a full story item now.
Alright, the actual Staff of Rain.
Will we see the other trade cave, or will it be Freebie? It's Freebie Cave, or the Stones of Sunlight Cave, if you prefer. Let's see Stones of Sunlight, let's go! Oh, it's Fairy Water.
A lot. These chests are pretty awful. They've been.
It's an old man hanging out and doing what he wants. I did not see level 12 here for Archfield, so missed what was there. Still no heal more, according to chat. So, what can you do?
All right, so that leaves bottom 2 chests of the grave, the search spot, and coal. So 4 spots remaining to search for goodies. Speaking of which.
Speaking of, here is coal, so this could answer a lot of questions. I am sure One Fine Day is praying for the armor. Not even so excited, running in circles. Let's see what it is. The search spot is the token, the troll. You see, Erdrix, you get excited and you're like, oh, it's the token.
Nope.
So with that out of the way, Seawolf, we do know there's coordinates. 3 south, 25 west, which sounds easy to walk, but it's not. Not even close, because of waterways in the way. So there's the potential for that to be the armor, the sword, or the Stones of Sunlight, and we know Chad is probably cheering for that to be the Stones of Sunlight.
Should be interesting. It'd be bad in regards to that, the case being the stones and have to find it, but it'll be good the fact that Garen's Grave might actually bail you out. But then you have the question, do you just skip Garen's Grave entirely and go right for the Charlock Treasury?
Well, you know what? One Fine Day is closing in on that area. I recognize that little bridge to the 2 forest tiles, but look at that swamp and look at the greeting party. And One Fine Day still kicking. Doesn't get away. Oh no. If One Fine Day had double hurt mode, might have got away with it. And here we go. Coordinates for Archfield.
325. Again, sounds really tasty. Like, I can do that. No, I can't.
The big thing One Fine Day has, despite being doubled in experience, is an exploration lead. That's the only real advantage right now. One Fine Day needs to basically find stuff in the right order and find a grind that's going to make that hurt more work. At present, that is all One Fine Day really has in the back pocket.
I would ponder heading to the Swamp Cave again and seeing who the guardian of the princess is.
That is a possibility. One Fine Day heading into Hawksness, looking to maybe pick up a death necklace, not knowing it's the death necklace, of course.
True. Actually, One Fine Day is not aware of what's here yet, so this actually could be very disappointing.
Yeah, a great point that the armor's always a big find there in chat, but my goodness, on this seed, the armor is redonkulous. Speaking of redonkulous, a red dragon 3 steps away there is kind of mean, game.
It has hurt.
It doesn't need to have hurt. We have seen that once before.
Actually, you're right.
It's pretty shy about
it. I mentioned
it.
It's like, we've watched how many dragon fights, and they just not get hurt since the first encounter.
I believe we've seen it twice, Seawolf. It's pretty rare. A no effect sleep? Are you kidding me? Come on, game. Oh, come on, game.
These stone men are like just like there's an IV line of caffeine going right to their backs.
Back to back to back reverse jacks. That's not good, boys.
That's
back to the start with One Fine Day.
Someone give me a calculator. The 2/16 to the 3rd power.
2/16, so that's 12.5% of 12.5% of 12.5%. That is that's bad. That's bad. Oh my goodness, that's bad.
It's one of those like NCR problems that can never get done right in 66.
That is some Fire Emblem bullcrappery, if you will. That is not good.
For fellows with the burn of the evening. Rip the leaves.
And I have to throw it out there for anyone who had seen it, but a certain YouTuber did a Legacy of Failure on the Leafs, and it is glorious. Go watch it. So, One Fine Day, back to the Stone Man, trying to get at that search spot, which we know has the Death Necklace. One Fine Day does not know that. Let's see if the Hurtmore is going to land. There's one. Let's see if he can get a second one. Now going to the attack, though, going for the guaranteed damage with the broadsword. Gonna have to hope that sleep hits. It does. Thou hast done well in getting the Death Necklace.
The glory of victory. And the agony of...
The beads. The agony of the beads. Come on now. That's an easy joke. You're the pun guy.
I would say the agony of what's at your feet, but you stopped me.
Mine was better, just for the record. What are you going to throw away? Well, you may as well throw away the fairy water, I guess, that you bought with your money.
Yeah, One Fine Day tried to throw away the fairy flute and possibly discuss him, but the game says no. But thou must.
No. You cannot throw away this story item. You must use this.
It tells you that beforehand. It's like Elder Scrolls, like, oh, you create a time paradox. You cannot beat the game anymore.
Makes it to Garanham. Maybe we'll see through the Swamp Cave. Or maybe Archfield will check the cave. We'll have to wait and see. First things first, an inn visit for Archfield.
Yeah, Chackie's pointed out, and it's definitely a point to mention that One Fine Day just doesn't want to grind gold.
One Fine Day skipped one gold grind, and I think screwed up the potential of another earlier.
Up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I mean, you could just simply go to Garanham and go downstairs to die in the Swamp Cave and move that way too. Like, there's 3 ways to do it right now.
Or you could even just, just hang out in Garden until you die of old age. That's possible, right?
Is it though?
No, not so much.
I mean, to donkey, sure. But
there's enough nasty things down in that swamp cave to actually kill you, so quite plausible.
Dead end again. This map is really cruel.
Don't use the phrase dead end on this map. It has to end with somebody dead in the end.
There's an entire screen of box spaces that led to a corner. It was effectively the deadest of ends.
One Fine Day just plows forward relentlessly. 3 hit points going through the desert of death. Let's see if One Fine Day can get it done.
Actually, there's a key little cave there we might have missed before, right by Charlock. I'm not sure if we saw a cave before.
Luckily, that werewolf rolled very, very low hit points. At 59 gets it done. 9 more power, 15 hit points, of course, and then the new spell, Heal, will mean something. And indeed, that cave is Swamp South, Seawolf.
Well, well, well.
Now, did Archfield ever count it out?
Yeah, did Archfield ever do a preliminary geography down here?
One Fine Day, back into Gurnham. Gonna probably get some herbs, probably here, and then stay at the inn. And will we see the dive into the grave, which is just outside of town?
Archfield is disdainfully taking out blue dragons now.
I think Archfield's gonna try to guess it based on the geography across the river. And oh no, blue dragons also have DL2. Do we know that? Oh, that Charlock could be a monster.
So
and for those keeping track at home, I believe we're closing in on level 13 here on Archfield's side.
So how many monsters in Charlock have breath? Armor Knight does. Blue Dragon does.
Yep. The Red Dragon has Hurt, which is actually kind of nice. But Stone Man has the Baby Breath. Oh, I really hope the armor is not there. So Archfield, I think, is figuring out the armor is probably in this forest somewhere, but it's probably just going to keep moving along for now, as One Fine Day is now in the Swamp Cave. Did One Fine Day take coordinates? 27 magic points. Oh my goodness. What a game.
Right, solves that problem for Archfield. Archfield's going to walk around here and try to find, I guess, what's that to find?
Well, we've
your
seen
cave.
Cole. Yeah, that's about it. We've seen Cole. We've seen Garnham. We've seen Breckenry. We've seen Catlin. We've seen Romulder, I believe that, and Hawksness, of course. So that's all the towns, and Archfield's going to see the king.
Mohawk, more problems.
That might be the best one of the night so far. That was pretty good.
That's all right. Blue Dragon Guardian, which was good until right about now.
Oh, no. You might want to get out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Going back to the king yet again.
Look at that dragon's face. He knows what he did. He's proud.
So Archfield looks like just kind of getting a feel for the coordinates of where things are at, and then probably going to try to get over there.
And the odds-on favorite is that the armor and sword can be in Charlock. Playing the math based on the chest left and spot to check, Charlock is your winner. But that's why they play the game.
It's not a good scene, guys. It's not a good scene. Now, we have 2 chests we haven't seen yet. The 2 going down into the grave. And we haven't seen the search spot yet. We know the Stones of Sunlight has to be in one of those 3 locations. That leaves 2 potential spots. So I think at this point, the easier thing to get to is the grave. But you make it through the Swamp Cave, you're going to get a guaranteed story item. You're going to get that armor or that Stones of Sunlight or that sword. You're really hoping for that armor, I gotta think. Because as soon as you get it, you're just beelining back. I keep saying Swamp Cave. To Garen's grave. Cut me off when I do that.
Right. Garen's grave again. And the main thing with the armor is like it's not even defense that helps you. It's the fact that I don't die instantly to one of the 5 enemies that are downstairs of Garen's grave.
With DL2, yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be nice.
I sure hope this dragon doesn't cast fire on me again. Oh no, the dragon cast fire on me again. Whatever shall I do? And still no heal more at 13. So it's not. You can't take damage to the seed. You don't have the power to stand 2 or 3 shots at in a fight. It just can't happen right now.
These werewolves are rolling shockingly low hit points for one fine day. That's the 3rd one he's taken down with 62 or less.
It's a waning moon.
I like that. That's good. That's good.
Archfield heading back I mentioned towards the swamp cave. Now having counted those spots again, he's going to try and find the armor the hard way.
So for those who might be joining us at the 70-minute mark, we currently have the harp, which is found in, I believe, the grave, which can be traded in just to the east of Garnan, which is right by the grave. And the token is in coal on the search spot. We are currently trying to track down the Stones of Sunlight, Erdrick's armor, and potentially Erdrick's sword. However, we know for sure the search spot from the coordinates has one of the 3. So that search spot is going to play large. Who's going to get there first? What are they going to get? And One Fine Day's best hope might just be some grinding and hoping that there's horrible, awful Erdrick's sword and Erdrick's armor inside of Sharlock, because despite the exploration lead, Seawolf, I would have to say Archfield's still in control of this race at the moment.
Yeah, I'd say so. Just if I'm in a race, we play for an hour, 10 hour, 15 minutes, and I'm still butt naked, something has gone wrong.
So One Fine Day gets towards Garanham and the Garen's grave. And let's see, Archfield with Radiant is going to be diving the grave. One Fine Day into Garanham, probably going to fill up at the inn, and then we'll have to wait to see where One Fine Day is headed.
I'll be happy to find the harp up here for quick training.
I believe the Swamp Spike, did we not see that? Is that not
Blue
Blue
Dragon.
Dragon, or am I mistaken?
The Blue Dragon is Death Incarnate.
Yeah, there's nothing real great out there. And there's the harp for Archfield. So the first, like, how's Archfield feel? You're at the 72 minutes in, and you first half of a story item is at the 72-minute mark. You've got to be feeling like, oh my god.
Archfield also found the Mildar a half hour into the race versus One Fine Day's like 7 minutes. So Archfield is probably thinking, oh my god, no, he's probably just had an eyeball on the IRC in the corner waiting for this picking up a GG.
Well, the Armored Knight will not be able to take down One Fine Day, and One Fine Day gets this kill. This will be level 12, and the Hurtmore lands 15 out of 16 chance. Here's level 12 for One Fine Day.
I'll consider it for being butt naked with a sword. One Fine Day has done a pretty good job keeping up the pace.
But as we know, that gets harder and harder to keep up as the experience points required get larger and larger.
Yeah, so long as Archfield keeps exploring, One Fine Day can keep up. If Archfield ever settles down for a grind somewhere, that vanishes in like 4 or 5 fights.
So here we go. We on the side passage from ArchfieldMonk. Will ArchfieldMonk get to this chest? A knight, the first spotting of a knight on the seed, and it's Gat.
All right, we're back on the other side of the map.
Now let's see if One Fine Day can count this. In the meantime, ArchfieldMonk is closing in on that chest, but uh-oh, look who's waiting. It's the Armored Knight. Oh, wow, it actually gives him an extra turn here regardless of outcome, but the Hurtmore lands anyway. And we are closing in on level 14 as ArchfieldMonk now stepping up, opening the chest. We have a torch.
These chests are awful.
We have a search. They are bad. One Fine Day searching now, desperately in the forest, hoping there's buried treasure here somewhere. What will he find? Nothing yet.
I'm trapped in Alfgard, land of peasants.
An axe knight. That's what he finds. Sneak attacking at that.
Archfield again, finding another Armored Knight. Still in danger. Running out of MP too. A few more fights like that, Archfield's gonna get gas.
Is one fine day on the right south-north coordinate here? Let's see.
I mean, it's gotta be south, so.
Yes, well, you know, as opposed to east-west here. Now, apparently now doubting it.
Oh.
Continue to search randomly through the forest. Stoneman also in the wilds of this grave as ArchfieldMonk is closing in on the bottom. But another Armored Knight with a sneak attack. This could be disastrous.
Your options to run. And, yeah.
Runs right back to the king, unfortunately. So we still don't know what's in the bottom of the grave. Oh, man. That must be pissing Archfield off. So what is One Fine Day going to do here? Gets away from that.
Yeah. I would say save the princess, except the dragon. So I am not sure what you do other than recount your steps. Like mark that corner there, at the very end of that peninsula as your go-to spot, and then walk from there.
That is the way you'd have to do this if you're not going to rescue the princess, and that seems like the best play. One Fine Day is very far south, I think. Looking at the search, it's got to be in the forest, I would think.
One Fine Day.
I'm not sure what One Fine Day is even doing at this point. Frustratingly walking around through the woods.
Had a plan, and the plan is just nope, gone off the rails. So next time you die, you go back, try and count again. That's all you do.
I mean, to be fair, this seed has been, despite the fact we're only at the 76-minute mark, and they're getting reasonable levels gained. It's pretty tilty. A fizzled Hurtmore game? Why? But he gets away, continuing the chances here of finding something potentially.
Yeah, One Fine Day's had some pretty awful spell luck in terms of Stoneman's not sleeping and such. Just low odds, not playing out.
Meanwhile, that is going to be level 14, ArchfieldMonk, promoting 9 power, 10 hit points, 12 magic points, no agility, but 3 fantastic gains, and the strength is almost there for the Dragon Lord at 14. I believe with the Erdrick Sword, it would be 84 attack power.
One slight problem.
I can't imagine what that would be.
I can't make the wounds vanish in the middle of combat anymore. I still have this little piddly heal spell. I'm being hit by fire breath for 60 damage.
That sounds like 2 piddly problems, not 1. You're really piling it on there.
I'm in too much burn pain to count right now.
So, yeah, there's a lot of nasty enemies out there. 84 strength, I believe, is what they are at. Yes. I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time in the last 5 minutes. But regardless, One Fine Day continue to gain some experience here, but cannot find anything at the moment.
Alright, Archer finds Demon Knight, which is going to dodge next 5 attacks. 3.
I don't fight demons.
Do I see 4?
They're the worst. God, they're the worst.
There's nothing in any game, any RPG, even like massive online ones, there's nothing more infuriating to play against than a evasion tank, where you know they're squishy. You know you gotta hit them one time and they go down. You can't hit them.
A fizzled Hurtmore for Archfield, but again, the Armor Knight takes pity and attacks. So the breath will not be a kill shot.
So you've seen the risk of having no heal more. Like, if Archfield had heal more, you could take the hit, recover, and wait for the chance to fight back. But you get in this forms of bad choices where you have to try and front of the hurt more, or try and run, or try and stop something, because you can't heal fast enough to stop the damage.
Well, indeed, Coper, I meant strength. That is my bad. I have been watching this horrible seed beat on these poor racers for almost 79 minutes. I think I can get an excuse on that, right? Please, maybe, hopefully.
All right. Stat cashed in for ArchfieldMonk. Creepy Cave of Sadness. Alright, One Fine Day Again, one thing to think about when you go to Garanham, back door to get to the swamp cave, every time you go there, you're down a key. So if you forget amongst the midst of being lit on fire or being chased around by giant armored men, and you run out of keys, could be a problem for you. I think the Rimlar is right there if you do really screw it up, but on one fine day to remember, oh yeah, my key's getting low, in case I do 2-3 more dives. That's yes, there's a key in the back of Garanham, so it's freebie. You're right. The key fund. Alright, ArchfieldMonk heading back north of Charlock. Alrighty. Oof, Archfield is still maintaining a 3,000 point lead almost over One Fine Day. Good chance now that One Fine Day may have written the coordinates down incorrectly, because this is the 3rd or 4th check they're making for this spot to make a marker. Like, count where the swamp cave entrance is. Oh, I know too. I beefed a coordinate by like 1 time. I'm just, oh, nasty. That's why I write it down from that one. You said a little track where you hit up and down to get the numbers up there, and I missed by one time. I double clicked by accident. Terrible.
Okay, so where's the armor?
I don't know.
Well, that is disappointing. For those just joining us, there are 2, and count them, 2 things in the overworld we have not ascertained. One is the search spot, 3 south, 25 west. It has to be the Stones of Sunlight, Erdrick's sword, or Erdrick's armor.
Actually,
if it's, I was going to say, if it's the stones, then potentially Erdrick's sword and Erdrick's armor are going to be in Charlock, unless the bottom of the grave contains something. Unless I missed that, of course, too.
Not yet, no. But there's also now, we're down to 2 spots, and 3 items are important. They can't all be outside of Charlock. And the stones have to be outside of Charlock, so the sword or the armor is somewhere in Charlock.
Oh, these runners are really hoping it's the sword that's inside Charlock. You don't want to dive into there without that armor. And yes, I think the plan might just be you buy yourself like 40 dragon scales and just fashion yourself a new Erdrick's armor, right?
I guess. I mean, first for the sword and number 3, but you gotta find a talking horse, and it gets really weird.
Yeah, you know, this is accurate, 100% accurate. We'll have to talk to McGrew about it, but I feel pretty good. Archfield is really close now to that armor. Will we see it here? A bit of a count going on here, a bit of a spot count.
We're gonna walk down there and find the spot count and walk away. Fortune smiles upon thee. Get stick bug, lol.
Lorgon would be all down for crafting, I suspect, being a Terraria fan.
So be it. Let's see here. Archfield is close again.
Searching continues. Will we see finally what the search spot is? Archfield gets attacked by a blue dragon. That could be disastrous. A block! Big DL2 breath! Can he get away? No! And breath! Oh my goodness, no! Oh no!
I think Archfiend must have the wrong coordinates down. There's almost no other way to think about it.
I think I'm gonna cry. Why is the game so mean?
I mean, it's just a set of zeros and ones. You can only do what's asked to do. Blame McGrew, I guess.
Like you know, I had my beer for the race. I had a beer earlier. I gotta work tomorrow. I did answer the door and saw somebody, but I picked up the bottle of Crown on the way back. Like, it might be required for this. I hope it's not, but it's there, just in case.
Don't get too far gone. Don't leave me alone with this mess. Alright, One Fine Day grabs the key again, marching right back into the swamp cave, and trying again.
Here we go. One Fine Day heading into the swamp cave. Oh my goodness. I am petrified now after seeing what this scene is going to do to our poor racers.
Let's try to be all like green dragons, axe knights, and wizards, and have no danger whatsoever.
And like a couple slimes snuck in there too, because why not, right? Everything else is in the overworld after all.
Alright. Both our racers in Garenham/Swamp Cave. Trying to find the grand mystery of what the heck is down there.
Level 13 for one fine day, but still solidly behind. Archfield has grinded up a lead and continued to maintain it as things have gone along.
Not to mention, Archfield is not grabbing the key in that chest there, so Archfield is going to run out of supply at some point, whether by restock or by having to go back to Moldar.
Well, thankfully for Archfield, Rimuldar is right along the pathway because we're playing a corridor map here. That is for sure.
One fine day, very carefully stepping around.
Trying to count it out. Meanwhile, Archfield's moving a little stronger. Stops now. The stats are coming along, but man, the equipment is not there to go for the end.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just takes... You gotta have the endgame gear, but you cannot pretend to have that.
Well, I'm frozen on my side. Hopefully you're seeing what's going on. Do we have confirmation of any fines?
Let's come back.
Fortune! I see Fortune! What is it?
Fortune
What
smiles.
is it?
Uppo. Uppo.
Oh, we don't know!
What Uppo?
What is it?
What's Uppo, dog? Tell me. Stones of sunlight.
No, no! Oh, let it be. Let the armor be at the bottom of the
What's
cave.
Uppo? My blood pressure's what's Uppo?
Oh my goodness, it is the stones. We literally might have the double Erdrick in Sharlock. Oh my goodness. Once we have confirmation, I'm pouring that drink.
I remember Dragon Lord Zoma and he was hanging in there and things. Why don't you Dragon Lord, why don't you put the danger stuff that can kill you in your castle? So they can't get to it.
Well,
that's a good idea.
Apparently, Cobra Commander listened to that advice and is actually going to do it.
I was like, I don't care, I can heal myself to full health. Don't matter to me.
For those just joining us, how many chests have we not seen outside Sharlock? The bottom of the grave is the only chest that remains to be checked. And one fine day appears to be heading right there, while a red dragon is trolling ArchfieldMonk.
Play with this food.
Continuing to troll it. Still alive and gets away. How about that? Red Dragon, don't play with your food. You might suffer for it.
Not yet. It knows right now it's safe.
So yes, we will have one. Where are you going? One fine day, you got to go up and around first. For those just joining us, there will be one Erdrick's item, possibly two, inside of Sharlock. So make your guesses now. Will the judges table have one of the two? And of course, you get to pick the pyramid game: 50, 100, 150 for the bottom three chests, 200, 250 for the second row of chests, and the 300 for the top or the third row of chests. Make your guesses and specify the prize. You see if you can guess it right. Of course, you could also pick the bottom of the swamp cave. There's one down there, potentially.
All right, and one fine day also hasn't found this chest yet, so we'll have to find this first sad torch.
Oh, this is going to be a really good torch. One fine day is going to feel this is going to brighten his day. Brighten his day.
We haven't seen it as a wraith.
I stole your bit.
That's fair. I don't have a patent on it.
Brighten hit. All right. Going on. Let's see if one fine day can make it to the bottom of the I keep saying that. Garen's grave. My goodness. Why aren't you correcting me, Seawolf?
I'm just trying to get involved here. I'm holding my breath waiting for this last chest. I can feel the vein in my forehead pumping blood through my body, waiting for this last chest to do something awful. Another curse spell or something.
I just want to point out, Lore God is not here on the call with me, but I'm still getting the pregnant pause inside of chat from Lore God. Well done.
Yes, there's a chance this last chest could be a cursed belt. We've had 2 search spots full.
That's horrible. Don't even say that.
I'm just running through all of these, man. I'm one of those, acknowledge the worst, prepare for the best people.
We're so close. This is the floor that
No.
oh no! And here comes the monster of the Midway himself, the Armored Knight, the Slaughterer with the axe, but mostly the breath. And One Fine Day rolls the dice, but breath lands, and we will not see that bottom chest. Oh no, Seawolf.
Yeah, again, puts you in bad spots with the ambush and the attacks, where it's like you have to decide: do I roll the dice on being swung at? Do I try and run?
Lorgon's even stealing my lines. I was going to say, bring to stay with fire, but it's already been said in chat. Thanks, Lorgon.
I mean, I'd be afraid of these caves now. There's so much fire breath in these caves. I might be running a little oxygen. It might be a little dangerous to walk down anymore.
At what point? I mean, we haven't seen the jerk, as his parlance says. We have not seen the rainbow drip. So we get in with the Sharlock. This is insane.
I assume it's on the second continent somewhere in some terrifyingly far away spot. But,
you gotta go to the bottom of
oh, you have to. No, you shouldn't have to.
You've got to write that off before you do anything else. Because if it's the armor, it's a game changer.
Also, Archfield has not found coal yet, so the token is not yet in Archfield's possession. So both our races are lacking very important finishing items.
At the 91-minute mark, boys and girls, this looks like it's going 2+ hours. And I gotta tell you, I've been up since 1:45 a.m. because of work requirements. At some point, I might be dropping off here. I do have to work tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. I hope I'm wrong and this is going to come along, but we'll see what happens.
That's the worst case scenario. That means there's no armor, no swords. You're stuck here with me.
No sword, no armor, no hope.
I think both racers, Archfield especially, Archfield found the keys very late and found the staff and harp very late.
The harp at the 72-minute mark, the first of half of a story item at 72 minutes. You've got to feel atrocious, Seawolf. Like,
yes,
they both feel behind at this point.
Yeah, Nora mentioned that one fine feels behind. Like, I'm sure Archfield was thinking, "Oh my god, I'm back by 40 minutes. I didn't find keys for the first half hour."
You got yourself a raid from SpeedGaming, dude. Thank you. Welcome to hell. This is Dragon Warrior Randomizer, and our players are desperately seeking the bottom of Garen's grave right now, hoping it has Erdrick's armor. Because if it does not have Erdrick's armor, or Erdrick's sword as a secondary prize, both of the legendary equipment pieces from the hero himself, Erdrick, are in Sharlock. And even worse, we cannot access Sharlock, the last castle. We have not seen the Rainbow Drop Cave.
So it's all those worst case scenarios. The only thing could be worse would have been opening swamp.
I can't believe how much walking Archfield is doing and just can't find anything right now. There's so much open land over here. After all these narrow corridors, look at all of this open area and there's nothing in it.
Yeah, I'm trained to deal with coastal flooding and such. This open lands and plains is terrifying and new. Ah, that's more like it. There we go.
Another dead end for ArchfieldMonk. Can you believe this?
A little taste of home. We can just follow the coastline and try and get as much land as you can on the screen.
I just want to point out, Lorgon was wrong about something. We have seen the swamp tile spike monster. It's the blue dragon, containing Dragon Lord 2 breath. So the Snowman is slightly friendlier at present.
Ooh, there's those caves there. Oh, one fine day being trolled by a demon knight.
They are good at that, as we were previously discussing. Nice and squishy, but a dodge monster.
Archfield finds a werewolf. These werewolves move its turn stuff. Takes 2 attacks. Approaching level 15.
For those wondering about the cat update, I've now got 3 of them down here staring at me like, when are you going to feed me? When are you going to feed me? When are you going to feed me?
I mean, when are you supposed to feed them?
In about 30 minutes. So, you know, now that there's 3 of them, they kind of know what's going on.
Alright, Archfield going to restock on herbs, I believe? Yes.
Chat is even taking pity on our poor racers right now, talking about lowering difficulty in real time. That is impressively nice of them.
Can you imagine Dragon Warrior Randomizer multi-world?
Crowd control Dragon Warrior Randomizer. You would never finish a race.
He's doing so well. Here, have this first belt.
So one fine day gets a tie and runs into the Red Dragon Guardian, but gets away. How about that? So let's wait and see what we've got here. Oh, there's an Armor Knight. If Archfield can get it done here, this will indeed be level 15. Let's see if Healmore is finally going to appear, or they're going to have to go to 16. The stats at least are going to be here, Seawolf. We have got, that's 13 power, 5 agility, 1 hit point, 1 magic point, a spell. If that's Healmore, the stats are officially in play. And even cast it. How about that?
Alrighty, there you have it.
And here's Cole. Archfield must be thinking, oh my goodness, why is this Armor Knight trying to stop me?
Armor Knight has picked up bodily and thrown into the ocean. Get out of my way. I gotta search that spot right now.
Do not fizzle. Oh my god, no!
Why would you not use heal more? Ah.
Oh, my apologies. I was behind. I've done a quick pause to recapture. I have waited too long.
It was terrifying. It was equally terrifying in real time.
This is horrible. This is horrible.
Oh, it gets a big shiny heal more, huh? Here's the thing about your heal more.
Oh my god. I hate this seed. I hate it.
Next time I go into the chats later on in Discord and they say, we don't want to do a cast tournament, it's too dangerous, it's too wild, it's too wacky, too many bad things happen during a cast seed. I'm just going to point at this and say, look what happens with vanilla.
This is unbelievable. One fine day is again closing in on the bottom of the grave. But the next floor has killed both of our racers once. And I believe One Fine Day has died on this floor as well.
Yeah, Brian, the Fire Breath is definitely the dominant play. I think it was 75-25 for either swing.
Well, I did a refresh. If I'm still behind, so it'll be the case. What do we got down here?
Not there yet.
Oh, we're not. I see an Armor Knight.
Go up the last stairs now. Behold.
It landed. Some healing. I like this. Given how the seed has been, that's a good idea. It's the armor. Okay, I'm going to refresh now.
Behold the armor of Erdrick. Of Garen. Yeah, whatever. Alrighty.
It's quite the thing.
The armor of Erdrick. Sweet mercy.
So that's a big deal. For sure.
Remember now the fun stuff for you. The armor of Erdrick. Ignores barriers, ignores swamps. Heal 1 hit point per step. Ignore stop spell. Cut down hurt more when breath attacks by a third. Look awfully impressive wearing it.
Oh, I mean, you've got to be very, very presently there. And there's the token for Archfield.
Also, One Fine Day, finally not naked. Hour 40 into the seed. Let's finally put pants on.
There you go. But no shield, unfortunately. A bit of his One Fine Day has done that cave, right?
Has done, yes. All caves but the jerk cave.
Oh my. Arch just has to see that one chest. And of course, the Rainbow Drop cave trade. We have not seen that yet. I refuse to call him the jerk. He's just doing his job. You guys are so mean to that guy. It's misunderstood.
He's rude.
So? A lot of people are rude. You're rude.
Yeah, we'd be like that.
Actually, that's me. Sorry, I'm projecting again. My bad.
One fine day, heading south through this now painless swamp to
That is a
see what's down
long
here.
swamp, dude. My goodness.
Yeah, still without Healmore as well, so that swamp would have been a real problem in terms of resources.
Rainbow Drop, we see the cave for Archfield. So where exactly is this?
Looks like we're a bit west of Cole. There's that real wacky desert, I think.
So does Archfield now decide? It looks to be basically straight west of these caves, yeah.
So west of the Freebie Cave, west of Charlock, all the way west.
Oh my goodness. Now does Archfield decide to dive? Or you gotta think swamp is still the play for Archfield, but we'll have to wait and see.
Garen's Cave is right there. May try diving one more time, now you have heal more. Now you can actually survive these combats and just get that last chest, because you would... I would hate to go into Charlock taking maximum fire damage all times, trying to find the treasury.
I mean, that's a last play desperation. You've got to eliminate every other possibility. So, One Fine Day is off in the back 40 here. I'm not even sure what would be over here. The answer is nothing, just so you know. There's nothing over here.
Yeah, this is all just the matter of flexing at this point. Because I can make a distance. I can make a peninsula. So when Bruce made Populous over here, ArchfieldMonk's going to try and go on the Sherlock. All right.
Well, you know, to be fair, it's a 7 out of 8 chance, and you know that at least one of the Erdrick's equipments has to be in here for sure.
Indeed.
So the dive begins into Sherlock, seeking treasure. One Fine Day still can win this race, but needs to get that rainbow drop, and needs to get to level 15.
Yes, One Fine Day, having this knowledge basically can, still has to find the jerk cave, unfortunately. Once they find that, though, you're basically... the gear's a problem.
There's a great red dragon takedown for ArchfieldMonk. 255 experience points. Very nice. But look at this damage on the barrier tiles. That is going to sap the magic pretty hard here for Archfield.
Yeah. By the time you get the armor in the castle of Erdrick, you're thinking, okay, armor's good for fire breath, good for something. You forget that the entire first floor of the castle is just, oh, by the way, take 15 damage.
One Fine Day gets sent home by the red dragon. Meanwhile, we've got a green dragon on the top floor. Second one, I believe, for Archfield. So decent experience gains here. It has heal. That's not a huge detriment to taking it down.
Yeah, not sure if One Fine Day actually saw the shop in Rimaldar. I know way back when, stopped in, got the keys, and ran out. May not have seen the silver shield in Rimaldar.
Have we seen a large shield yet? I don't think we have.
Maybe in Cantland, but no in Chet Cantland, because everyone found their stuff before they got there.
That's a solid point. And with that, we may... Even a small shield would be nice for One Fine Day, but Cantland's kind of out of the way. It's not super out of the way, but it's out of the way. Do you really want to trip over there for a shield?
Meanwhile, you're 2 hours in your seat thinking, oh my god, I gotta finish any second now.
I mean, the Fighter's Ring is out there as well. That's a 2 extra attack power, but I mean, we know that's going to be in Sherlock somewhere along with the sword.
I'm registering now a very, very small earthquake as Fine Day's heart drops to the ground. Seeing that shield.
So let's see what One Fine Day decides to do. I mean, has to find the rainbow drop kit. There's nothing else to do at this point other than just grind up experience. Probably just wants to get that drop out of the way and then make the decision of what to do. There's not exactly a super fun grind, you would say, Seawolf?
Not so much. The Blue Dragon is now tolerable. Once One Fine Day gets 15, and that's heal more, Blue Dragon becomes tolerable in the Swamp Cave.
There is a reasonably good place to heal up there, so that's something. Picking on knights right now, but 78 experience is not getting it done at this point, getting you quickly up to that next level, which is at 7,500 experience. Just a little under 1,000.
As you ramble about one fine day, Archfield is traversing Charlock.
At this point, I don't think One Fine Day should be gold grinding. I mean, really wants a shield, you got to think the small or the large will be in Cantlin. Otherwise, it's difficult to die with Erdrick's armor unless you're going to blow the fairy's flute a lot.
The question is a matter of, do you want to risk being punched for a surprise? Like, you're fighting Drylor 2, doing pretty well, you go at 50 and you punch for 51.
Well, we saw a race turn on a dime with exactly that last week, where somebody was well in the lead and then all of a sudden became a very, very, very close match because of a 49 with 49 hit points.
Yeah, until you know how safe you are from Drylor's punches, like if you're going in purposely with a smaller shield than a silver shield, you gotta consider that the punch might be more dangerous than the breath.
At least with the breath, it's guaranteed damage, but yeah, it's an interesting thing. Regardless, Archfield killing this Red Dragon potentially will be really close to level 16. Just to be, what, 259 experience points away. That's pretty dang close.
Yeah, the Red Dragons are also now pretty tasty grind targets. They can cast hurt sometimes. So
One Fine Day is headed the right way. Will One Fine Day find the Rainbow Drop Gate? First things first, a Red Dragon.
So head north. That's bad news.
And a solid point being made that indeed, One Fine Day running strength agility as opposed to strength hit points will give a little extra defense, but that lack of hit points could be an issue on diving on 15. Interesting stuff ahead here, Seawolf.
Yep. Archfield dives to the vanilla chest and finds gold.
So for those who said the judges table, no dice.
Gold.
So it's all down there in the treasury of the Dragon Lord.
Treasure will have the sword and will have the fire's ring as well.
And yes, good point as well by Betastrap. If you count the fighter's ring, there's 3 things out of 6 in those chests. The only thing that's half a thing is the harp, to be fair, because you can't do anything with the harp. There's a cave. Does he see it? He does. One Fine Day will get the rainbow drop now. Let's see what One Fine Day decides to do.
Archfield engaging a blue dragon, which is, oddly enough, more dangerous than the red dragon right now, but doesn't have the armor.
Throws an attack, so there's an opening here to get away. No! Breath! We'll see another heal more. Magic points are at a premium here, Seawolf. Starting to run low. Looking dicey.
Yep, it's brief first aspirations later with this guy.
If you're in a seed that requires you to play the harp, then you've already lost the game.
All bail flees at the last possible chance.
9 magic points remaining, so Archfield probably gonna hold on to that heal more. Really close now. I can't imagine gonna blam that hurt more out there and lose the heal more. And yeah, sticking to the run strategy.
Alright. Run for the treasure.
Level 15 coming close now for One Fine Day. A golem trying to put a stop to things, and we're going to see a fairy flute safety play by Archfield. I like it. Good call.
Yeah, absolutely no risk here. Just go to sleep, walk forward.
At the 150 chest, it's the fighter's ring. Then an attack by an axe knight. Runs away. The 100 chest. We'll have to wait and see. Puts on the fighter's ring. We have the cursed belt. The 250 chest is the herb. The 300 chest is the magic key. The 200 chest, the cursed belt. So by process of elimination, Erdrick's sword has been found.
At long last, at the last possible chest to find, Archfield finds the sword. And then the grave right there must have the armor.
So is One Fine Day going to dive and try to win, but those hit points are awfully low.
One fine day with no shield and a broadsword. Stride the Charlock.
Keep in mind, One Fine Day will have the hit points necessary, potentially, unless there's two big physicals back to back at the moment. So can One Fine Day dive, get the sword, and get this dive done in one go? Otherwise, I think Archfield's still in control, but has to get the armor first. It's interesting here, Seawolf. How will this play out?
Yeah, Fine Day can't win this dive. This dive with no shield, with no shield and no humor right now. So once this fight, one bad fight, and Fine Day is stuck without the healing required to survive the seed. So this dive is purely to get the gold, get the sword, get the ring, get out, rest up, and do it again.
So we could have a photo finish coming up here. There will be level 15 right here for One Fine Day. And level 16 for Archfield. So let's see what Archfield gets. 2 more power, 3 agility, 3 hit points, 2 magic points. Nothing special, but it gives a few more pieces. Now 99 strength, 141 attack power. So you're talking 10 to 20 for Archfield. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, Archfield's in the ballpark. You just gotta find the armor and get down there. Like the game is now laid out for Archfield to win. Just simply you have to go and get it.
One Fine Day, honestly, it's very curious. Both of them must be feeling like, when is that dot done going to come down on Speedruns Live? Like, I'm not even sure exactly how they're feeling about it. Man, Archfield is making huge progress here now. Still looking good for Archfield.
You gotta heal more. Now you gotta play the game. You still have the armor, so if they breathe, you say, yes sir, I'll have another, and you heal more.
The 1 in 16 your hurt more misses on this enemy, but right now Archfield is not taking any chances. A lot of resources on hand, and there we go. Outweights the Armor Knight, now throws the hurt more, gets the kill, and doesn't get the kill. Sorry, there was only one. There must have been a sneak attack. Gonna risk it on 72, but lands the hurt more.
Very careful.
For those asking, yes, this is indeed an elimination match, as ArchfieldMonk has Erdrick's armor. The last 2 chests ArchfieldMonk opens in this race are Erdrick's sword and Erdrick's armor. How about that?
I did 100% of the seed, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
But you've got to be thinking, literally the last 2 chests I opened are these. How am I still not seeing that dot done?
In Archfield's case, it's odd, because Archfield's been in command since about a half hour in, but at the half hour in, Archfield just found keys. At 70 minutes in, Archfield just found the harp. Like, One Fine Day had items in possession much faster, but didn't have the means to use them. Even now, One Fine Day has the items in possession, but cannot defend himself against Giant Lord, cannot win the fight.
Is he lost? What is he doing?
I'm not sure. I'll have to see more.
Might not know the layout of Sharlock, and wasting precious time as Archfield now diving for the probable win. Luck dependent, of course, on this dive, and as I say this, a red dragon shows up.
Oh, One Fine Day. Okay, One Fine Day took the wrong staircase, the infinite staircase.
Well, that's not what you want to do. I mean, if you're going to do that, you may as well use the backwards long jump.
There you go.
To shoot right up it.
It's an infinite staircase. If you're a vanilla game, just playing casually, that's a great place to grind levels at the end. But for a race, not going to do much for you.
So for those asking about stats, ArchfieldMonk has 141 attack power. That's 10 to 20 damage range on the Dragon Lord. I'm not 100% on the agility, but with the Silver Shield and Erdrick's armor, that's 48 defense, and the agility is not necessarily under or over, so it's probably somewhere in the 80s.
I recall it being 89. I think I saw 89 on the screen when I came
89.
up.
So The physicals max out at 47 if that's the case.
I mean, that's defense power. Like, I don't know the agility. I know the defense power was 89.
Agility is indeed just a number, but it does give you defense, as real Ravenheart.
One fine day, finally getting heal more. You can now actually engage in combat with a red dragon.
There's a lot of strong opinions about agility, and they don't like it.
Well, they're correct.
I've always found in the 80 to 100 range, agility is like the greatest thing in the world. Once you hit that triple digits, though, or you're below it, then you're at the mercy of so much RNG.
I'm just saying. It has one job.
Burnt heal more for Archfield, but keeping in mind the average damage range on the Dragon Lord would be 15 per swing. You only need to land 11, so that heal more could be burnt.
You know, ideally, would not want to have it on your hand for their use, but if it doesn't, you don't have to end your run and then bail out and recover if you lose one.
Keeping in mind as well, Sharlock's not exactly, you know, a hop, skip, and a jump around the corner from Tanajo. You don't want to be going back to the King's throne room.
Also, this Charlock is very calm, actually. It's very much, Blue Dragon are showing up, the Armor Knights aren't there, so all the deadly enemies were, you know, sitting wandering the countryside, and Charlock itself was pretty well not defended.
One Fine Day was searching for Erdrick's sword. Was also just making sure it wasn't there, but at this point, running low on resources, gonna be in tight trying to get down there. But not that far away, you'd have to say.
It's close. You get the U, you got the crosswalk, then you have the treasury dive. Speaking of the U, the Archfield Monk is there as well.
Indeed, in the barracks, getting out of there and moving on to the final area. Almost step in step, but One Fine Day not on the winning dive, whereas Archfield currently looking like a favorite. But as I say this, Red Dragon makes its presence known. And then Cass hurt.
Why taking this chance to gain some experience points? This is very, very tired golem.
Well, this golem, you know, it's feeling sleepy. Going to be looking for Erdrick's sword, which is in the bottom left chest. There's the fighter's ring, 2 extra attack power for One Fine Day. And now with Erdrick's sword, we'll probably be casting outside if we even have outside.
And as mentioned before, the Blue Dragon finally showed up and made a problem. Ooh, golems have sleep and hurt more. So golems are very dangerous.
We did not know about that this whole time.
I told you golems, I mentioned before, like an hour ago, I mentioned the golems have been...
Unbelievable, Seawolf. Can't believe
I mentioned the golems for... They were engaged, either killed you with a punch, or they were put to sleep and ran away from them, until now. And now they're actually getting the fights. They're proving their true full nightmare schedule.
Blue
Red Dragon
is
the safest thing.
They say they also have heal, which I don't know if we ever knew about that either. Is One Fine Day going to go information gather what the spike spot is?
We'll find out. Though Archfield is taking a beat in these last few encounters.
Archfield has like around 89 defense points. I believe One Fine Day with no shield is sitting somewhere around about 72 or so, based on being strength agility. 71, something like that.
Yeah, Archfield tried to sneak past the encounters here, but ran into a Blue Dragon with no health, had to heal. And again. Alright, mercifully the Axe Knight is the enemy of the guard post. But Archfield has used quite a few heal moors on the way down here.
Either way, One Fine Day is going to heal, while ArchfieldMonk is setting up for a not probable victory, but possible victory, you'd have to say. I'd still say better than a coin flip, just based on the potential for rolls. Depends how, of course, the behavior is in DL1, and look at that, a stop spell for an opener.
I'm going to hurt more. Fish with the herb, trying to get another stop spell. Nails it.
Well, that's fantastic. If there's no sneak attack, Archfield's chances are probably kicking up to, I'm guessing, about 70%.
No ambush. Let the games begin.
An average roll to start, 15. We have a 17 to follow. That's 32 before we see a heal more. Next up, another attack. It's 14 to go to 46. Remember, the Dragon Lord has a minimum of 150. This is not over by any means. These are average rolls thus far. 62 now. Archfield is barely ahead. And depends on how much the Dragon Lord rolls. 150 to 165. 13's a bad roll. 75 now rolling dead average after 5 attacks. The next attack is for 19, a good gainer of 94. And another heal more, 5 left. Still looking okay at present. Let's see what we get. 108. And another heal more, 4 left here, Seawolf. As we wait to see what the next one's going to land on the Dragon Lord. Archfield smashes for 18. 122 and a 49. He doesn't, well, he could die.
Yeah,
not
didn't want to risk the punch.
Didn't want to risk it. Oh,
you have the means. Don't risk it.
I suppose. 127 and another heal more. It could have died down that 49, but it was highly unlikely. A minimum roll of 10 to go to 139. Still looking like the favorite to win here despite that. Another attack out 12, and it's 151. That's enough. It's a low hit point Dragon Lord. ArchfieldMonk is going to win. Get your GGs out, Seawolf.
He's so squishy.
Super squishy. I mean, like, you know, the Demon Knight goes, dang, you're squishy, bro.
Oh, that piece is cheap.
In a little over 2 hours here, ArchfieldMonk is going to take it and advance to the next round. My goodness.
What a mess of a seed. Terrible geography, terrible placement of items, and lots of endgame shenanigans between just armor knights everywhere and fire breath up the wazoo. So, simply a slog to get through to do anything.
So, ArchfieldMonk will advance to face the loser of match 65, and that would be, trying to find it here, hold on a minute, not so good at the math.
No, the bracket's huge. I always get lost in the bracket.
It's quite the thing. That would be Hierophilos or Guelph 35. So the loser of that match will be the next opponent for ArchfieldMonk. Meanwhile, I was going to say, One Fine Day trying to dive for the win, but gets taken down. Will we see another attempt?
Ooh, it's taken down. It's in the pause.
And that seems like that's going to be the end of things. So if there is going to be a wrap-up, Seawolf, I have to work in a little over 8 hours, and I've been up since 1:30 a.m. So I'm going to hand the closing off ceremonies to you here. My goodness, what a mean seed, but ArchfieldMonk persevered. That early grind, getting the lead and getting that as the lead and extending it out, gets it done.
Yep, transferring the early grind equipment to having that advantage to be able to, well, not do much with it. He still died to fire breath, but taking what you get with it. Make it work that way.
So with that, guys, I'll say good night. Thank you, chat, for keeping us in check. Thanks for the great race from ArchfieldMonk and One Fine Day. And keep your eye out. There's a lot more Dragon Warrior Randomizer action coming in the following days and weeks.
Alrighty, I'm here. Those who with. Come back, Archfield. You're so close. The old PTT. Archie, come back. There we are. Join me once again, ArchfieldMonk. Congratulations on surviving the bowels of hell.
Thank you.
So the big thing I noticed early in this race, you did the grind for gold and for gear, and One Fine Day did not.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, when I saw Romualder for the first time, it had to have been, what? It was at least half an hour in. It was probably later than that. So I was a little worried.
You guys mentioning that you had the gear to help you out and get along faster, but you found things at later times. You found the keys in Romualder later. You found the harp much later. So it was an interesting situation that One Fine Day had the items and locations in mind, but you had the gear to back it up. So it ended up being a real slobber knocker. And frankly, it was a pain in the neck because you couldn't heal till level 13 anyway. So it's kind of a moot point. Having the gear was helpful, but it didn't do too much when you got ambushed and fire breath.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, having the equipment was nice, but there were choke points both directions. To the northeast, you had the red dragons and the blue dragons, and to the northwest, you had the armored knights. So I just thought, I'm going to get this gear because I kind of have to. I don't know when healing is going to show up, but at the same time, it's not actually going to help me out a ton until later. And even then, I mean, we're still very vulnerable to Dragonlord Breath. At least I was for like an hour and 50 minutes because I last locationed armor. But that's the kind of seed it was.
Yeah, I had a feeling that armor would. I knew I was behind. I felt like I was so far behind that the only way this wasn't going to end well. The only way you would be held back is if armor were at the bottom of Garen's grave. That's why I just kept going at it. I died. I don't know how many times in Garen's grave trying to get that armor.
I thought about it because I really didn't want to go into Charlock without it, and I thought if it's down there and I miss it, then I'm just going to get nuked the whole way down Charlock. And fortunately, there wasn't. I mean, there were blue dragons, and I nearly got killed on that in my final dive and all that. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I totally wanted to go hit that last chest. I got ambushed by an armored knight right a couple staircases before last staircase. So that was just, whew.
Well, I think there's a lot of things I did to lose the race, but I think one thing that really set me back was that I miscounted the distance from the south end of Swamp Cave to the treasure, because I could count out the location of the Swamp Cave, and I knew that was Swamp Cave after doing enough exploration. So I counted it out, but I miscounted, and then I counted from the Swamp Cave to get the buried treasure. I figured everybody did that, though.
Yeah, I was getting concerned that you may have written down the wrong coordinates because you went there a good 3-4 times. It's like, oh no, like he's obviously, where it's at. You have the number in mind where you're trying to go to, and just it's not showing up when you search. So I was getting worried that you just didn't have the right number. Maybe you wrote a 3 odd and a 2 or something. I don't know. Just
I counted the number of steps from the castle to the Swamp Cave.
Yeah, and then again, a very forced seed. You had to go north. You had to go through 3-4 choke points with dragons and armor knights. Every cave had armor knights. Everything had armor knights. I'll never understand how you get ambushed by giant neon pink, mohawks, flame breathers, but it keeps happening. But no metal slimes, no wraiths, no wizards. So very, very tight mix of enemies. Very, very select.
Charlock. Although, yeah, there's always wizards in Charlock.
Definitely, but in the overworld, there are no surprises there, because early on you basically had hurt more to do your damage. And that's where the wizards actually become a little dangerous if you run them in the overworld and you don't have a weapon or a power. If they soak magic, so they're dangerous if you only have magic damage to do.
Probably should have just sucked it up and bought some armor. I don't know if there's anything decent available, but
let's see. Well, Breckenary, right by the town, had the flame sword and magic armor, and Rimbledar actually had a silver shield.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to do the gold grind, so basically I had to find. Just like a half plate would be helpful for all the dying that I did.
Yeah, large shield. I'm not sure if it was there. Like neither of you. By the time Archfield found Cantlin, didn't have to buy anything else, and you never looked. So no one ever saw large shield anywhere. Like cold and look at the shop. By the time you found those shops, either were dedicated to having the best gear or not caring about buying it at all. So it's just a big mystery of where you could buy things. So overall, a pretty rough seed. Unfortunately, One Fine Day, this does, I think, end your tournament. I believe this is the bonus round. So, fortunately, that does that for you.
Rip.
You lasted longer than me, so good job.
It is a shame that I outlast you, because I suck at this game.
Nah, no, I have more fun behind the mic anyway. But Archfield moving on. Again, you're fighting either the winner of Guelph and Hyra Fellows, so you'll see who we talk about that next week.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I mean, both of them have been playing quite well lately, and Hyro Fellows is probably lesser known, or at least he was before he, got a couple big scalps already. But both of them are quite good, so I'm looking forward to that match.
Alrighty, and thank you, chat, for coming down. We had several races from Speed Gaming, other events. Come on in, watching. Thank you very much for being here. Thank Nimvana, or I'm terribly wrong, Nimmanva, to do our tracking. NYC guy in the background as well, help us out in various spots. And the restream is Speed Gaming Blocks. I can't see the name, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. It's just restream. But we definitely have a restream helper. So again, follow the runners, follow the background crew, help us out here. Like what you see, like what you hear. Come on back, we'll give you more. We have tons more races this week. We got a few more next week as well, and we're getting closer to actually seeing playoff style stuff. We're seeing the end of the tournament starting to come to view, which is a good thing and a bad thing. We're all getting tired. But then you get the better and higher quality events at the very end, these big matches. So other than that, just many more at the seed. That was quite the dinner and a show.
No, I mean, I want to thank everybody behind the scenes for helping out, and thanks to Speed Gaming for putting this one on. And I know Bryoself was here, and I'm looking forward to going back and watching this one specifically so I can listen to you, Seawolf, and Bry call this one. So GG again, one fine day. Thanks for racing today.
Yeah, GG, good job on the victory. I hope you go far in the tournament.
All right, there you have it. We have done the damage. We have somehow survived this mess. And moving on to other things here. I do believe there are other races going on now. Let's see our targets. Do we have a proper ready to do? Maybe not. Perhaps I've misspoken. All right, the show's over, folks. Thanks for watching. We've got plenty more to come. Hope you enjoyed the race. Enjoy the randomizer. You can thank the group for the randomizer itself proper. You can thank that tie-dye eye and Captain Uhu for the online tracker, which helps us sometimes. And come out, play the game, and enjoy yourselves. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all later. Take care now.